Hope you're all doing well. So, as a lot of you already know, I like to sometimes check out Mr. Gojiman's videos. I tend not to finish them because I always fact check them. Do you think vegans do that? Or do they just blindly hit the thumbs up and leave a positive comment because he reinforces their ideology? Anyway, I tend not to finish them because it doesn't take him but 2, maybe 3 minutes to tell a lie. I encourage everybody to fact check what he says. In this video, well, at least the beginning of the video, he says that everybody possesses this enzyme, Oxalobacter formigenis, something like that, which breaks down oxalates in your food, right? It helps you metabolize oxalates. And only people who are sick don't have enough of this enzyme or any at all, and oxalates hurt them. Now, this study that says that Oxalobacter formigenis may reduce the risk of calcium oxalate kidney stones. If you go on to read these values here, the crude OR and the multivariate OR values, according to Dr. Schmidt's video here, if the values are less than 2, it's junk science, and you'd like to see them closer to 3 or bigger, these values. Most of these values in this study are under 2, so this is for the most part junk science. But one important thing that they do state is that, where is this? Here, 46 to 77% of the population have this enzyme, which means that anywhere between 23 and 54 of the population, they just don't. And at least some of that is genetic. I would say probably most of this deficiency is genetic. Also, we don't seem to produce a lot of it anyway, so if you eat an oxalate-rich diet, which is how you're supposed to do veganism, if you're doing veganism is right, eat a variety of foods, thus oxalate-rich foods, you're likely to not have enough of this enzyme anyway. So right off the bat, Gojiman lies to you because a lot of people don't have this enzyme. They just don't. And not even that much is known about it to be able to say exactly why that is. But the fact remains that a lot of people don't have this enzyme. Then he goes on to talk about DAO, which is diamine oxidase, and he basically makes the same statement, that if you're healthy, you have this enzyme. But that's not true. And as you could see in this article, it appears that we don't really know what the proper level of this enzyme is in the first place. So it would be hard to say what's enough and what isn't. Oh, and by the way, this enzyme is supposed to help, it breaks down histamines in your food and helps you out with metabolizing foods high in histamine. According to this article here, about 25% of the population has a deficiency of this enzyme. And at least some of that, I would say most probably, is genetic. Now, foods high in histamine, first of all, low histamine foods are fresh meat, freshly caught fish, chicken, egg yolk, fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables, grains, milk and milk products. Well, you see. And then high histamine foods are stuff that's fermented and pickled and, smoked, whatever it may be. Shellfish, which is why a lot of people have, think they have a seafood allergy, probably because of the histamines in shellfish. Beans and pulses, right, are very high in histamines. Chickpeas, soybeans, the number one vegan food, right? It's in everything. Soybeans, peanuts, nuts, so on and so forth. So the vegan diet is, if you're doing veganism right, is high in histamines. And even if you can produce this enzyme, DAO, if you overload your body with histamine-rich foods, you're going to screw yourself up because you won't be able to process all the histamines anyway. So these enzymes that Gojiman says we all have as long as we're healthy, well, that's just not true. Some people, because of genetic reasons, do not have any or have a deficiency, which is why they fail on the vegan diet, no matter how well they do it. Is there anything else I wanted to say? No. Whether you're a vegan or not, if you watch Gojiman's videos, fact check them. Fact check the first thing he says, the second thing, third, fourth, and fifth, and I guarantee you that he won't say 5 or 10 different things that he says are fact before basically lying to you. Unless you're telling me that a guy who's studying for PhD in nutrition simply doesn't know these things that a layperson can look up using Google in about 10 seconds. So, long story short, your boy is full of shit. But go on ahead, all of you clapping seals. Keep on thumbing up his videos because he reinforces your worldview and reassures you that your diet is the healthiest diet on the planet, even though all of you admit it causes disease, namely vitamin B12 deficiency. So anyway, that's my video. Thank you for watching.